Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I now request you all to be seated because we're going to be starting with our high-tech supply chain forum. So I'd request all of you to kindly take your seats. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bhatia, your host, welcoming you all to the first edition of the High-Tech Supply Chain Forum, conceived and managed by the Kamikaze B2B Media. A brief introduction about myself. I'm a corporate anchor. I've done over 250 events, and I'm an ex-Miss Mumbai and Indian Princess winner as well. I'm currently 21, just graduated out of BMS from St. Xavier's College, and my passion is communication, so here I am doing another very exciting forum for all of you. The theme of the forum is Collaborative Strategic Supply Chain, and the main objective of the conference is to bring together supply chain senior executives and logistic directors for exchange of top-of-mind issues in supply chain, challenges related to global logistics, and the supply chain community. Now, with this, we begin the first masterclass of the forum of the theme, which is Building Robust Service, Reverse and Aftermarket Networks Across India. So ladies and gentlemen, with a thunderous round of applause, let's welcome and invite Mr. Bhaskar Banerjee, who is the CSO on Process Technology, who's going to be the moderator in this session. Mr. Bhaskar has been more than 15 years of experience in management consulting, IT and outsourcing industry in providing strategic directions, business development and delivery management. He has held senior positions with PwC, United Parcel Service GE. He holds an electric engineering degree from Jadavpur University, Calcutta, and a postgraduate in management from IIM Bangalore. So could I request Mr. Banerjee to kindly take his seat? Thank you so much. And joining Mr. Bhaskar, we have Mr. Haresh Panjumani, who is the country manager from Adamex India. Haresh has worked as management consultant with firms like PwC, Siemens, and has executed around 15 supply chain transformation projects in sectors like FMCG, IT, oil and gas, iron and steel, e-commerce, consumer durables, and logistics. Haresh has done MBA in Finance and Masters in Logistic Management from the Rotterdam Business School. Welcome, Mr. Haresh, and hope to have you out here. Thank you so much. Well, joining Mr. Haresh, we have Mr. Hitendra Chaturvedi, who is the MD and CEO of Reverse Logistics Company Private Limited. Mr. Hitendra is regarded as the global subject master expert in the area of reverse logistics with over 25 years of experience in strategy, technology, and supply chain. Before starting RLC, he was the business unit head for over $400 million Microsoft's OEM business in India, and he was instrumental in building a leading reverse logistics company in the US. He's a computer engineer from IIT with an MTech and MBA from the US. So may I request Mr. Hitendra to kindly join us. Thank you so much, sir. Moving on, we have Mr. Ajay Agarwal, who is the GM Logistics and Technical Allocat Lucent India Private Limited. Ajay has more than 23 years of experience in various areas such as SCM, operations management, setting up manufacturing facility from greenfield, SAP project management, transfer of technology by working in various organizations like HCL, Backward, etc. He has done his engineering and management education from the IIT Roorkee and IIM Calcutta, respectively. So may I request Mr. Ajay to kindly join us. Thank you so much, sir. Joining Mr. Ajay, we have Mr. Srinivas, who's the Associate Vice President, Supply Chain Services from Tata Sky Limited. Mr. Srinivas has an extensive experience of 22 years with 14 years in telecom industry and 7 years in manufacturing industry and a year plus in media and entertainment. Could I request Mr. Srinivas to kindly join us? And last but not the least, we have Mr. Samson Samuel, who is the Chief Information Officer and the Chief Operating Officer, National Contract Logistics Operations, Future Supply Chain Solutions Limited. Samson is a Engineer with more than 20 years of experience spanning across manufacturing, consulting, IT, and supply chain industries. He's worked in India and US in various capacities with organizations of repute like Best Buy, Staples, Tiffany's, Wipro, and Cognizant. He believes that the supply chain strategy needs to be driven top down. The major initiative he's currently working on is to design industry vertical relevant processes and deliver best in the class efficiency. So may I now request Mr. Sampson to kindly join us. So well, with the speakers and our moderator in place, could I now request Mr. Bhaskar to take over and start over the proceedings. Thank you so much, sir. Now request you all to kindly be seated because we're going to be initiating with our masterclass continuation. Alright, so now I'd request Mr. Bhaskar to kindly come up and continue with the masterclass. Just a minute. Taking Mr. Bhaskar's advice, I'm basically not from the company, but I'm a freelancer anchor, but I'm representing the company today. So I have formed a group which is called HI-Tech Supply Chain Forum. Alright, so the group is called that, so I request all of you to join it.
Is it a LinkedIn group?
Yeah, it's a LinkedIn group. I just formed it right now. Alright, so
You're
please, that's what I was doing while there. Alright, so all our panelists, please kindly do join, and Mr. Bhaskar, you have to join first, alright? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we break for lunch, and I would request you to kindly come back by 1:45. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you, Amit. Well, moving on, firstly, the group which we have made, I would be making Mr. Bhaskar as the moderator. So, post which I would request him to kindly come up on the podium, and if you could just address on the global trends of on-process. Thank you so much, sir. And for others, you could even add Mr. R, the CEO of our company. So if you all do have him on your profile, I think most of you have. So that'll be great, another way to connect as well. Alright, so thank you so much, Mr. Bhaskar. And moving on, can I now call upon Mr. Hitendra Chaturvedi, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Reverse Logistics Company Private Limited. Well, Sir was one of our panelists in the morning, and he would be speaking on the impact and importance of reverse logistics process.